How's it going, guys? Tech and Cloth back again with another video. I went ahead and picked up my iPhone 16 Pro Max today, along with the new, I suppose, Apple offering for as opposed to a leather case, they're putting out these Beats cases. Beats is obviously owned by Apple, so it's the same company, but with the Beats branding. So I believe this case is really cool. It has that functionality with that camera, the new camera button there. By the way, no matter what anyone says, this is very much a button. It's not a capacitive button. We're going to dig right into it in a couple of seconds. So, I did opt for the natural titanium colorway this year. As you can see on the right side here, I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max 256 gig in the black titanium. I still think that that's probably the best option to go with, especially if you've had the natural titanium from when the 15 Pro Max was released. But if not, definitely I really wanted to try out this natural titanium colorway. The desert titanium did not. I checked it out in store. I still have the opportunity to change it even after, with I believe within 14 days of purchase. I think I'm either going to keep this color, depending on how it looks after we unbox this bad boy, or opt for the supposed darker black titanium that's released for the 16 Pro Max this year. So without further ado, let's take a look to see how this new iPhone looks. I don't expect this to look any different, at least in terms of, overall aesthetics to this phone. Slightly larger at 6.9 inches this time around, as opposed to the 6.7 on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And let me just shut up for a second so you guys can hear this unboxing. There it is, guys. The natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else is in the box. Put this to the side for just a moment. So right now we have just this braided cable. We don't even get stickers anymore in the box. I never use them. I see a lot of people back in the day used to put them on their laptops or on their desks or on their desks like back in high school, but on something that they want to brand their gear with. They would use those stickers. I never did. But it does come with that typical braided cable. It looks like this is a little longer than what they usually provide, at least what they provided for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, that's for sure. It's nicely wrapped. The packaging, say what you want about it, it's still very, very neat. You have this little over here SIM card ejector tool. Here in Canada, we still use SIM cards. Thank God. We don't have to deal with the eSIM. Our friends in the US and States, I feel you. This must be painful to switch carriers and to switch out providers and I guess cell service. But I digress. So you get this here, braided cable. You get some pamphlets. Again, no stickers. You just get a couple of little introductory pamphlets, I'm sure, and telling you a bit about Apple. That's pretty much it. That is the box. As you can see here, this is the natural titanium 56 gig model. Definitely a really, really nice packaging from Apple, regardless whether there's something inside it or not. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual device now. Put all this stuff to the side for you folks. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this screen protector off, or rather this protection right here. I must say the natural titanium, I thought I was going to want to get rid of this right away as soon as, I placed that order down, but I figured, you know what, let's just take a look at how this looks on this year's model. I can tell you right away it's a lot warmer. My mom has the iPhone 15 Pro Max in the natural titanium color, and hers is a lot lighter. This is a little bit darker. It looks very Apple product-esque in the sense where it's either white or silver. That is the I guess, signature Apple colors from way back in the day. It's always been this kind of color, this gray. I want to say boring color, but because it's such a neutral color, it's cool. It looks really good. So here you go. The phone itself, super clean. There's that button right there. It's a button. You can even hear it. It's not, I suppose maybe, it's not capacitive. It's not. It works through touch and pressure sensitivity. But if you do press it, even while the phone is off, it's a button. So again, you have the usual ports, USB Type-C. Thank you, EU, for bringing that to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's been super seamless between going from Android to iOS. I typically carry both either an Android phone for fun or personal, I should say, and an iPhone for business, as most of these systems here, at least in Canada, are more friendly to iOS security and all that jazz. So I do carry both. In any case, this phone looks fantastic. I'm glad I went with this colorway, and I'm definitely not going to switch it out for the black one since I had the black one. Again, my personal preference in color. This is just different, and I think I'm going to rock it. So let's go ahead and take this thing off. There we go. Screen is off, obviously brand new. Let's go ahead and put this to the side as well. And let's boot this bad boy up. See if it has any juice, and naturally it does. So again, here is my iPhone 15 Pro Max and how it's held up over time. It looks honestly brand new, minus these smudging, which is kind of why I wanted to get a lighter color this year. Using this phone without a case, the phone just looks filthy. I don't care what you do, unless you've got super dry hands and you don't eat with your hands at all. This phone is going to look absolutely disgusting at the end of the day, unless you carry around one of these microfiber cloths, which nobody does. So the phone itself, actually, once it's all clean, looks absolutely mint. I've always had this in a premium case, so I've never had the urge to use this without a case. And honestly, it's held up really well, really, really well. You literally cannot see the difference if you're putting these, if you're holding them like this. You really can't see the difference. It's only when you put them side by side that you'll see that the iPhone 16 Pro Max is slightly larger. And that comes with a larger screen, smaller bezels, better battery life, bigger camera, and of course, I'm sure whatever modules you use to put that button to work. So here you go. There's the device. And right off the bat, you can see that the screen is definitely a lot more immersive. This is going to be great for games and viewing and consuming content. So let's go ahead, put this to the side again, and go through the usual setup. Let's go English, Canada. I'll just put it to the default settings. Setup without another device. Let me just go ahead and put all this information in, and I'll be back with you guys in just a second. All right, guys, so back again. The phone's completely set up, and it's mirroring exactly what I have on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I did just change the wallpaper because, as you know, these phones look very similar to each other. I did not want you guys getting confused on which one was which. So to clear everything up, the one with the brighter, more colorful wallpaper is the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and this is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So go ahead and unlock this one too. You can see right away the screen does look a little bit more. There you go. I'm connecting to myself. The screen does look a lot more immersive. Let me just get rid of this thing. The screen does look a lot more immersive, sorry, on this iPhone 16 Pro Max. You can see really quickly, really close. The bezels are significantly shrunk on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I did not expect to see that drastic. Like, I didn't expect to notice the differences off of a first glance, but I definitely do. This one feels a lot more... I don't have a scale with me, but this one feels a lot more dense, and this one feels lighter. I guess it's considering that this is a slightly larger screen at 6.9 inches as opposed to the iPhone 15 Pro Max 6.7. But yeah, no, the screen and the actual feel of the device is definitely different. You can go ahead here, take a look. I don't see any speed differences between the A17 and the A18. Let's just go ahead and see quickly. So they feel just equally as fluid. Absolutely no issues. everything seems to be exactly how it should be. So let's just quickly take a look here. There we go. Yeah, everything's just as smooth as you can see there, just quickly. And I keep connecting to myself. So there you go. Taking a tour back on this phone and how this camera button works. It's pretty cool. Didn't have much time to use it, but let's just go ahead and test this out. So let's see, just one click. They say this is supposed to, there you go. So one hold click, this is the first time I'm doing it, so I'll just set this up later. But yeah, you can go ahead here and take a picture of stuff using this button. So let's see how this works. So yeah, if you lightly, it is capacitive. I take back what I said at the beginning of the video. It's capacitive, and if you slightly press down, put a bit of pressure, you can zoom out or zoom in as you wish. So the camera looks fantastic. Obviously, it's an iPhone. They're known to have pretty decent cameras, probably some of the best. But yeah, that's how that camera button works. And if you just want to take a quick shot here, you just click that button. They still have this here. I'm sure there's a way to remove that since you have this option, but I still haven't played with it in the settings. So yeah, just taking a quick peek about how the camera actually is on this device. Absolutely fantastic. The quality is, I don't want to say second to none, but it's definitely really, really good. You can see here the lettering is clearly shown in the photo. Overall, it's a great camera. That's just how the button works. Nothing major here until, of course, they update this phone to have the AI that's supposedly supposed to be a game changer in the AI cellular device world. This is supposed to be fantastic. According to the keynote, there's a lot of cool features that aren't yet on this device. I did get the device and I'm glad I did, because when I went to go pick up my iPhone 16 Pro Max this evening, there was no stock. I don't know if that's something they're just telling people, but a lot of people were really disappointed when they saw me showing up at 7 o'clock in the evening saying, hey, I'm here to pick up my iPhone 16 Pro Max. And they're busy arguing with other people that their phone, or that they would have to order online to get their device by October 20th. So I guess there is quite a demand for this device. All the hate saying that, oh, you probably shouldn't upgrade, blah, blah, blah. I mean, us tech reviewers, we do this obviously for you guys to see what it is you could be missing or what you probably shouldn't be getting yourself into, because it's just not worth it. We do this for you. That's why I have this device now. Otherwise, trust me, the iPhone 15 Pro Max would have been perfectly fine. The bezel differences isn't enough, I think, to make me want to upgrade. If you're a tech nerd or you're just loaded to the rim with extra cash, I would say why not go for it. You get the extra camera button, you get a slightly bigger screen if that's your thing. If you like bigger screens, this is definitely obviously the option you're going to want. And in terms of battery life, this is supposed to be, I think it's between 20 and 25% more battery life on this device, and it's supposed to remain cooler due to that A18 Bionic chip. So this is all stuff I'm going to be able to, tell you as the weeks go by in a full review. For now, this was the unboxing. Let me know what you guys think about the color that I chose. Do you think I made a mistake? Should I have gotten that desert titanium? It looks pretty girly, I'm not gonna lie. I guess forgive me for saying that, but it looks like a very feminine color. And I wasn't feeling it. I'm glad I didn't order that. I'm glad I didn't follow in the the tech reviewer, I guess, mentality, and oh, my viewers need to know that this is the new iPhone. I couldn't care less. I mean, my viewers are my viewers. The channel's growing. Thank you for watching. And if you guys want to see more content on this natural titanium 16 Pro Max, be sure to subscribe. And if you found this helpful or you were entertained by this at all, make sure you leave a like. It really helps the channel grow and reach new viewers and essentially bring more content to the channel. I do have a couple of cases that I'm going to be doing an unboxing from Torras. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I know I just ended off that video, but I completely forgot that I had this case from Beats Apple to I guess, showcase for this new device. Let's go ahead and put this to the side. Very sorry. You were very, very, very well behaved while I had you for the year. You will definitely make somebody else happy, as I'm going to be selling this device. So goodbye, black titanium iPhone 15 Pro Max. And let's focus on the new 16 Pro Max and this Beats case. So here you go. This is the new Beats case. And as I mentioned, as opposed to getting a woven case or a leather case, this is what they're throwing at us. Is it any good? I mean, we're going to take a look. This is something, again, this is a device that I paid with my own money. No one's sending me this. I can say whatever I want about it, so you know you're going to get some honest content. And this as well, let's just take a look. I just picked this up because it looked nice. It looked like it would go good with the titanium or the black, so I just got the black color. So, go. There's the case. It's a polycarbonate shell. Do you get anything else in the box? No, you get some sort of pamphlet. No one's gonna read that. Let's put this to the side for now. So yeah, it comes here just like every other Apple product. It comes really well packaged, albeit with nothing inside except for the actual product. No extras, no fiber cloth, no nothing. But you do have a microfiber lining over here, or I'm not sure what that material is. It's really nice. It's not like a microfiber cloth. I take it back. It's really soft here. You do have the buttons over here. It looks like they are floating, as you can see over here. So they're gonna have a nice click, and even actually just touching it, you hear a click. So these are gonna be some really clicky buttons. I like how the MagSafe ring is really slim on the back, but inside, I'm sure it's your regular MagSafe case. Again, this bottom part is open, some Beats branding over here. I like how it's a little bit yellow. It kind of adds a bit of contrast to the case. I guess it's supposed to match the inside of this. And yeah, good camera protection, it seems. And let's go ahead and put this on the phone, see how it looks with the natural titanium 16 Pro Max. I usually go button first. This device has multiple buttons, so we'll just go on this side. So the case is really slim, and I can tell right away. It feels like it's supposed to be slippery, but it's not. It's grippy right now. I don't know. And down here in Montreal, Canada, we get some pretty severe winters and really cold. So hands do get dry and not as moist. And you're going to be wearing gloves. This case right away, fingerprint magnet. Again, I don't have a MagSafe accessory on hand, so we're just going to have to assume that Apple makes the best MagSafe cases. They usually always do so. Mind you, don't take my word for it. Go ahead and try this out. But the buttons, let's just take a look over here. Are they clicky? They're clicky, but they don't make much of a sound. No, they do. Okay. So the buttons are really tactile. And again, over here, this is, I guess, the star of the show. The more impressive part about this case, it has a built-in area right here that not only protects that capacitive button, I should say, but it also acts seamlessly, supposedly. So let's go take a look. There's the camera, and let's see if I put a bit of pressure, is it going to register? Yeah. So this works perfectly fine with the case on. You're not going to have any issues over here with this case, with this extra protective layer. It works perfectly fine. Pretty impressive. I don't know how they do that. Probably, I'm not some engineer, but I'm sure that there's some sort of, I guess, material that joins them up and makes it a seamless transition over there. And yeah, overall, it's your replacement for the woven case. I mean, it's nothing special. It definitely looks fantastic with the natural titanium 16 Pro Max, sorry. But yeah, this definitely looks really good. If you guys do have the natural titanium or the black and you're interested in this case, this colorway, let's see, what's this actual color called? It's just the black. This is just the black case, as you can see right there. It is pretty expensive for such a generic polycarbonate case, but I mean, it looks really good. It feels really good in the hand. It feels slim. It feels like it doesn't add any bulk, and it almost feels like there's nothing on the device, but it does change the feel of the device. So just keep that in mind. Looks fantastic with this natural titanium just lying there on a table. That's what your phone's going to look like. Looks pretty baller. I like it. But I do have some cases from my favorite case manufacturer right now, or one of them at least, which is Taurus. And we have a ton of content to show you guys from, all this gear over here from Taurus. So if you guys are interested in that, again, subscribe. And if you found this video helpful to you, if you're looking at this case or this iPhone 16 Pro Max, or you're on the fence about a color, rest assured, if you do get the natural titanium and you're just looking for something that's elegant, premium, and really feels like an Apple product, this natural titanium is definitely going to serve you well. It looks great, even without a case on. I'm definitely going to put a screen protector. I always do for resale value, but I mean, honestly, it's another iPhone. It's the new iPhone. This year, very, very few upgrades. The screen obviously is upgraded, but overall, it's a nice device, and it's something to cover throughout the year, to see what else other phones can come up with to battle this. Because whatever anyone says, the iPhone is consistently the most powerful device that's out. Apart from those gaming phones that come out, like the Asus ROG, this is always the most powerful, at least in terms of benchmarks and, I guess, exporting and importing data. In terms of gaming, this, unfortunately, a lot of Android users are just going to have to swallow that. This is always going to be slightly ahead in terms of, raw power. Until, of course, Snapdragon comes and destroys this A18, which just might happen with the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So again, that's been this video. I'm not going to talk more about this device, this generic iPhone 16 Pro Max. So if you guys are interested in more content on this, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be covering all the cases that this phone that support this phone. So starting with Taurus, we're going to look at Rinky. We're going to look at some Bangs, Pitaka, all those cases. So if you don't want to miss anything, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.